We are currently live in the market, but I wanted to talk about a concept that's been happening the entire morning, and it's called scatter plotting the algo. So essentially, right, before I show you guys what I'm looking for, because it's pretty much noon already, 11:40 over here. So the day's over. I might come back during power hour. I set my alerts right here at the high of day. As you see, we were trying to test it, but we're rejecting, right? We're falling short, and ideally I want an overshoot, right? So we complete the cup at high of day, but we shoot a little bit over to show that the Bulls are in control. But that's not fucking happening, okay? It's not happening. We clearly can't even touch the high of day. Okay, look, we're literally how many? Like 50, not even like 20 cents away. It's fucking ridiculous, dude. So let's see if my alerts trigger. If they don't trigger, I'm pretty much done for the day. I'm also looking for potential downside if we go ahead and break and retest this magenta. So as you can see, if we do not test this high of day, we are just in a wedge, and I am not placing a fucking trade. I'll show you guys the 30-minute chart real quick before we go over today's lesson. On the macro context right here, this explains the current situation. Right here, the 30-minute chart, we are pretty much just competing in these two algorithms, magenta, blue. We had some pink, which is why you saw the selling here, but it fell a little bit short. And now we're just kind of grinding up in the blue. So ideally, right, the two plays that are going to be safer are going to be a short squeeze and retest, or just a normal squeeze and retest. I did look for potential longs right here, but the problem is with these longs is that I'm gonna go over the scatter plot. This magenta was constantly moving up, moving down, right, as well as the purple. So there wasn't clear risk. There was an estimation of risk, but I just didn't want to take it because I don't like taking pulls. I don't like taking puts or calls without clear structure, right? So an estimation of structure, it's okay maybe for like a lotto, but I just did not want to take that on a Monday morning. Right here, we had a little bit of purple and then blue, but as you can see, ideally I would have wanted a retest of this magenta, but we didn't get that. We got a scatter plotted magenta, which just means it's moving up or down, right? It's scattering across because it's an area of estimation, and that's what we got. So you could have maybe, right, if you scaled down, took in calls right here, but I personally didn't like it. We are this close, right, 10 cents away from high of day. So what's the point of forcing a maybe potential estimation trade right here when you can just wait for the cup to complete and then possibly get a handles, right? So ideally, we're going to get something like this. Make it a little bit longer right here. So ideally, right, we get the cup, overshoot, and then we get some sort of structure with the blue right here. Ideally, right now, blue is second to ideal because what we really want is this orange to appear / green, the precision algorithm. But the institutions have been controlling the price of blue, at least from the buying side, the entire day. And then if the bulls want to go down, we're going to want to see magenta and yellow appear because those have been the dominant algos, right? The controlled algos that the institutions are using are magenta and purple. But for buying and selling, we're going to want to see yellow, blue, or orange / green, right? So that's ideal. Now, today's lesson, how would I not overtrade this range? Because I did see some potential setups right here throughout the day. Like I saw, where was it? I think it was right here. It was right here, these puts, but I just wasn't comfortable entering, but I did see the potential setup right here. Now, why did I want to enter right here on this yellow breakaway? It's because we saw magenta building liquidity early in the morning, right? Because blue wanted to take us out, but we just weren't getting that. We started seeing scattering with the purple algorithm right around here, around 9 o'clock. So that tells me that we're going to need a clear breakout to the upside if we want to enter comfortably. If not, we're just looking for puts. And I drew my magenta line right here, which is penny perfect. And then we got a break right here. Break. I kind of wanted to enter on this precision. I maybe wanted to enter here, but in the moment, I'm like, you know what? This is just not going down significantly enough. Like there's no momentum. Then I saw the retest right here. I still didn't want that because after we lost the momentum out of this precision algorithm, I figured, you know what? It's not worth the hassle. Let me just see if we get a true break and then get a handle, right? Because we're already this close to the cup, right? Again, I was just looking for a cup. We got a little bit of an undershoot of the cup, so it completed eventually. And right here, this is what I'm waiting for since we got confirmation of this magenta. All we gotta wait is the break and retest, right? Get some good momentum, some good structure. And if we get that, we are going to enter short, and it's going to be a decent play. I'll probably just scalp it because you can see, again, on the 30-minute chart, we're just chopping. So this will probably just be a scalp to low of day. Still about a 50-cent move. And as long as my contracts are in the money, 50, 60 delta, we're going to get some good returns, like maybe 7, 8%, 10% even off that scalp. So it's going to be good. It's going to be good if it happens. My alerts are there. If not, we're just going to look for potential upside right here. But ideally, we get some sort of squeeze because it's going to mean that the buyers are in control. If not, magenta is just controlling the price, and you do not want to be in calls in the magenta because that's just pure theta decay. Because again, what do we want to the downside? We want magenta breaking with the yellow, meaning that if magenta is controlling the price, the actual bears are in control, right? So in order for the bulls to get back into control, ideally we're going to want to see a sort of squeeze and retest, right? If we don't get that, maybe scale, like right here you see purple, maybe scale down if it completes the cup and you get some purple magenta, right? Like a quick 1-2 candle scalp. But other than that, you're gonna want to fucking squeeze. Okay, that's just ideal. So that's the lesson for today. When you see constant scatter plotting, just adjust, like right here, right? I put the purple here, but then it kind of moved up, so I added another band here, add another band. So just make the algo smaller if you need to start scattering them across so it doesn't clog your screen. But ideally what that tells you is that you overall want to kind of stay out of it. And if you do find a good juicy trade with the algorithms, just scale down until you get the bigger moves, honestly. So that's just my 2 cents about it. There's many ways to trade again. If I see too many algos competing like this and just constant moving up and down, right? Like the algo is not stabilized, it's too laxed, then that's what we're going to do. Just overall stay out again. 30-minute confirmation tells us to stay out because we're just wedging. So W day, I'll be back during power hour. If I do end up placing a trade, I'll probably just make a reel about it because we already did the long form video. I don't want to bore you guys with that. Other than that, Monday's done. We're still up about like 12% April. So it's been kind of a slow month, guys. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Not the best performance. Been sitting out a lot of trades because I just have not been liking the PA. We spent a lot of time grinding up last week. So the thing is, right, little rant, a lot of people, oh my god, we're at all-time highs. The price action sucks. Oh my god, this is the worst month ever. Retail bullshit. If you're grinding at all-time highs, yes, it's kind of hard to day trade it, especially with options. But if you understand how to take credit spreads, you'll be fine. And let's say you don't have a big enough account for credit spreads like me, right? That shit's just too expensive. I can't afford credit spreads. And I don't really want to put on that type of risk, even though overall you could argue that it's less risky because most traders fucking lose anyway, so you're collecting the premiums. But I'm not at that level. If you're at that level of credit spreads, take fucking credit spreads on trend days, bro. You're gonna fucking win every time. You're gonna literally molest the bears, bro, because all we do is grind up. But essentially, on grind up days, what does that mean? You're not making money day trading, but your long-term portfolio is in the bag, right? You're up like 11% on the year. Because overall, the market only goes up, right? Except during depressions and all this, fake jabbies type of markets. But overall, if the market is going up and you can't make money, don't force a trade. Why? Because you're still making money. This is why you invest long term. If you don't have something long term, then yes, I would be fucking stressed and anxious too. So that's the rant for today. W lesson. Let's see if Power Hour gives us something juicy. See if the alerts trigger. But so far, we can't even complete the high of day. And this is a generous high of day. I'm putting it as a zone. High of day is like a little bit wick above too. As a matter of fact, you know what? Not putting it at the wick because that's how much shit this cup is, and I'll put it back. But essentially, can't even touch high of day. We're nowhere near magenta. The day is fucking over unless we get a squeeze. So you know what I'm gonna do? Show you guys how I set my fucking alerts. Since I don't even want the cup anymore because this buying is fucking abysmal. I don't want it. Complete asinine buying. Right here. This will take us to about power hour. We're going to set our alerts at the top band of this magenta. And if the alerts don't trigger both ways, we are done for the day. We're going to smash some fucking whores. And we're going to have a great day. That's what we're going to do. All right. Like and subscribe, y'all. We're out.